So with the S&P 500, we're looking now at an hourly chart. And I'm going to use the DST fib tool right here just to identify two key areas. Okay, so we'll come in right here, and we'll start with the swing high right here, X, down to a new structure low, double bottoms at 1496 S&P. So you see the initial retracement right here came to the 618. Now we're going to take the swing low that occurred right here, again, same swing low, to this impulse high. There's the A to B leg. And you can see that this retrace came into around the 382. And then we have a point of confluence right here, 127. Now, I'll show you real quickly here. What we'll do is we'll also take a regular fib extension from the same swing low to the same impulse high. And this time I'm going to edit in the 1414 projection. Okay, so you see the 1414 comes in at 1515 versus the 786 retrace 1514. So that's going to produce the pattern sell. We've hit it twice now. Here's X to A. There's A to B. Here's B to C. And then here's C to D. Okay, so pattern sell right there, S&P 500 hourly chart. And again, that's an offer pattern. Now, look left right here from the point of entry. There's the higher low. Okay, so from the swing low that occurred prior to that one, we'll run this low to this new structure high. You can see again right here we came back to about the 618 retracement. So right here, pattern completion sell, S&P 500, stops above the swing highs right here at 1519, so a 20-quarter stop should be sufficient until the market pulls back down into the 09s and breaks structure. Now, this is not the 1509 target, remember. Okay, I'm sorry, this is C to D leg. So this would be the scalping contract target, 1509 50s to 09 quarters. So you see about $5 of exposure versus $5 of reward. So a risk-reward profile of 1-to-1 on the initial portion. And then we'll take the X to A leg, copy and paste and drop that in, right where the pattern terminated and that swing high. And you can see this would drive us down into projections just shy of a 127. So a 1490, 50, or 91 quarter would be a nice extended target. Now, DST clients at this point right here, because we're looking at a swing sell. Okay, this is a Gartley sell pattern. We're going to go through and discuss Gartleys. Today, we're going to look at them on multiple time frames, multiple markets, how to find the patterns, how to trade the patterns, and then we'll look at position sizing as well. Okay, but here, we're on a Monday session, first thing in the morning. If the pattern completion works, then we've got plenty of room to run. So right here, since we're out in an hourly time frame, you want to consider your rules of projection for the weeklies, which is going to be about 32 points in the S&P. Okay, so pattern completed. Again, it hit right here early this morning and then hit again. And right now with the break of the 09 quarters, a lower low, lower close on the hourly, opportunity to trail stops. And we've looked in the past at what occurs when we get too aggressive on those trails. Okay, so there's pattern completion S&P. And again, all I have to do, DST clients, just left-click your control button on your desktop or your keyboard. Left-click right here, and that'll get rid of the fib tool for you. But there's a nice visual, the 1414 projection at the 786 retracement for the pattern sell. Now let's go take a look. Dow Jones. Okay, Dow pressed back into the swing highs at X right here, and on this spike this morning would have taken out stops. You see that high came in at 13,421s. Same visual price pattern. Okay, the pattern sell occurred deep into the X down to the A leg. So let's just walk through the pattern. X to A, then look at the retrace, extend, and now let's run a projection off of that swing low. Okay, so 127 projection right here. Let's take it to an hourly. And you can see it came in at around 392 with the swing highs right here at X at 407. So definitely a stop at 421, 422, and that would have been hit right here. So the Dow Jones pattern sell would be all flat. But again, traders, note, we're pressing this triple top right here. So far, the hourly close right below that previous swing high, 13,408. So right now, anything against the 13,410s intraday, aggressive sell side. If we do press to new structure highs, then we'll expect a move to the 435 to 450, followed by an outside return for the directional long entry. Okay, let's go look at the mini Russell. Mini Russell outside return to the 618 retracement. So again, we'll left click to draw. We're going to grab the swing high at X down to the low at A. That's the lowest low. And you can see here outside return 618 held. Now only 2 or 3 of the legs done. So you see we've identified the X to A. Here's A to B, B to C potential, and then C to D right here in the mini Russell. So we still have rooms to run. Okay. All right, now let's look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ, you see pressing against structure resistance. Now again, pretty significant spike right there, 1925s. I believe that was, no, that wasn't the Fed day. But let's just look left here and identify structure relevance. Okay, so anything into 15s to 17s intraday. Now also, this is an area right here, no close above, so not interested in using that as a swing high right now. Okay, we'll come down into a 15-minute time frame. And on the 15-minute, you see we just made a new structure low here on an impulse move. So part of what we'll discuss today in the class is how to identify those X to A legs, which obviously is the key and the starting point of all of your pattern analysis. Okay, so there's the 15. And you see here, even on a 15-minute chart, it was a spike into that zone right there, 630, and then everything else firmed up around the 1915s. Okay, so all markets, bull continuation, S&P 500. Right here, pattern completion on the sell, and then key area right here, 151050s, 150950s, with a lower low and a lower close below this area, opportunity to trail stops to around 1517 quarter, and then extended targets on the pattern sell in the S&P down around 1491s for the week.